Hi everyone, Melissa here. So today, in honor of what is essentially my 1-year anniversary of being on YouTube, I'm going to be doing another Pride Mani, which was my very first YouTube video that I did last year. So I'm very excited to work out a really fun design for this. And for all of you that have been with me since the beginning, I appreciate you so much. And for all of the new people that have joined over the year, I just appreciate all of you more than you can even know. And thank you so much for watching. But let's get into the design because I'm not gonna get sappy today. So I'm going to be using for this design Revel's Erica. And I'm going to be using 10X Tina's Eat Your Heart Out for my red, Double Dip Safety Dance for my orange, Revel Thunderbolt for my yellow, Revel Charged for my green, Irish Eyes from Double Dipped for my blue, and Royalty in Disguise from Double Dip for my purple. And I'm going to be doing kind of a French manicure, rainbow, super rainbow French design. I don't know, it's gonna be hopefully it works out well and it looks good, but it definitely is a very rainbow design. I did have a young lady named Katie Miller that requested this design, well, not this design specifically, but some kind of French design for Pride. So I'm very happy that I was able to work something out that I really loved, and hopefully you all love it too. Anyway, let's get into starting the design. So far, I have down my builder gel, a layer of gel top coat, 2 layers of peel base, and 1 layer of dip base. I went ahead and put all of that down because I don't want this first layer to dry quickly. I want to be able to work with it. So what I'm going to start with is building out kind of a blocked layer on the nail bed of Erica. By blocked, I mean I wanted to have a flat surface on the end. You'll see what I mean. I've done this before, I think in the 3D French that I did, or at least something similar to it. So I'm going to be kind of just blocking out that area and then cleaning it up as I can. So let's start. I'll get started with this nail so that you can kind of see where I'm going. I'm just going to take my dip base and I'm going to put it down on the nail where I normally would by the cuticle. Start pulling it down. But then we're going to just kind of round it out, and I want it to be where my natural nail bed ends. Try and keep that clean. It may not be perfect just drawing it out with the brush. Just gonna pour that over. And then I'm going to take my little water marble tool. I'm just going to kind of draw along the line with it to straighten it, clean it up. Okay, I'm going to do a few more layers because I want to build some bulk there, especially around the center of the nail. Okay, so I did about 4 layers there. I'm gonna use the pushy end of the scrapey pushy end, whatever you want to call it, of my cuticle pusher, and I'm gonna use that to kind of push this up into more of a ledge, a little bit more of a ledge. We're also gonna be filing that edge to make it a little more flat. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and activate this one, and then I'm gonna continue and do the rest of the nails the same way. Okay, now I have the nail bed part down on all of the nails and activated. I'm going to get my little glass vial here and just kind of go along this edge to kind of straighten, make sure that line is nice and straight, and that there is kind of a ledge there. Okay, now that's done. Next, I'm gonna kind of go, I'm not trying to get it perfectly up against the line, but as close up against the line as I can. I'm gonna just dip some Perfect just one dip on each of these nails just to give a little bit of white base for the tips so that these bright colors pop a little bit more when we put them on. I'm being careful not to get any dip base along this ridge that we've built because I don't want that to be covered in white. I want that to be covered in rainbow. So we are applying it so it's just far enough away from that ridge that it doesn't take over that ridge we've got. Okay, rainbow time. So in my little color mix thing here, so far I have mixed 2 drops of dip base with 1 little scoop of color, so it's about, show you about how much I used. Just about that much, just a little dab. I didn't want it to take over and get too thick. If you feel like it's too thick that you're not going to be able to brush it on, then you may want to add some more dip base. I'm actually going to stir this up because I feel like it has thickened a bit, and I'm going to add a little bit more dip base to these to thin them out because I did make them before I started the video. Okay, so I got all these remixed. I did mix a touch of Irish Eyes into the charged, just because this charged it pulls a little to the yellow side, so these colors kind of blend. The Irish Eyes made it a little bit more of a true green. Okay, so we're going to start by painting. We're going to start just painting the rainbow onto the French nails. I'm going to start with red on this far side, and I want the red to go up to the top of that ledge that we've built. So red all the way down. Don't want it to take up too much space because you need room for all 6 colors on here. I'm gonna come in with the orange next. Just pull it down in line. This one's pretty thick, but that works well because it makes the color nice and bright. Yellow should be just to the left of center. And as you're brushing it on, one color meets the other, and they kind of, I mean, they don't mix, they don't really blend or ombre, but they go together really well. Yellow, green, to the right of center. And make sure that, again, that's going up to the top of that ridge. Blue. And then purple finally to finish the rainbow. You feel like you need some spots of colors in different places to really brighten them. If you're looking too opaque, too translucent, then you can add a little bit more. And then when you're happy with it, just go ahead and pop that in and cure it for your full 60 seconds. I'm actually going to add a little bit more of Royalty in Disguise to my purple mix because I don't feel like it is opaque enough. I don't feel like there's enough pigment in there, so I'm going to add just a touch more. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with all the other nails. All right, now we've got little rainbows on all of the nails, and so our final step is going to be to do a couple dips of clear where the tip is. We're just going to bring the liquid to, I'm not going to bring it to where it's over the pink. We're going to try to bring it right before the rainbow ends. This way when we file down, hopefully the rainbow that's right here stays nice and intact and bright and pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll show you how I do it on the first nail, and then I'll just go through and do the rest of them real quick. So I'm just going to bring it to about right here, just a hair away from that ledge. And just dip into the clear. Make sure that I get that excess brushed off so that we don't end up with any kind of cloudiness in that clear over the rainbow. And then we're going to do another. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the rest of the nails. Okay, and you will know that you are done with dipping the clear because your tip part will line up nicely. One won't be up higher than the other. The whole nail will be pretty smooth, or at least to where you can file it to get it nice and smooth. So I'm going to go ahead and activate the clear layers, and then we'll file it up and see how it looks. Okay, so I've got them all filed. Now I'm just going to activate and top coat.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me.
All right, and there we go, my finished set for Pride. These were quite labor intensive for sure. They took a bit of work, but definitely worth it. I love the look. It's really cool, and I think it's perfect for showing this month that love is love. If you enjoyed this, please let me know in comments below. I can't wait to see everybody else's Pride manis this month, and I will see you next time.
Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth.